All right, this is chapter 10.4c. We're going to be graphing the inverse of a function, and I'm going to focus on just graphing the linear functions. Okay? Okay, so I'm pulling out two examples from your worksheet. So the first one is g of x equal to negative 3x over 4, and then we're going to have to find the inverse of g of x. So like you guys learned in 10.4b, the first thing you want to do is to rewrite the function notation into y. Okay, that's equal to negative 3x over 4. Okay, next step you want to do is to swap the x and y. Okay, this is what inverse do. So after you swap them, you can write as x equal to negative 3y over 4. Okay, from this step on, we're going to isolate y. So get rid of the over 4, so multiply by 4 on both sides. So you have 4x equal to negative 3y. And then one little step before we isolating the y, divided by negative 3 on both sides. Okay, so now y is isolated. Y is equal to negative 4. I'm moving the x, sorry, I'm moving the negative to the x side. So negative 4x over 3. Okay, you should write this in function notation. So the original is g of x. So you can rewrite this y as g to the negative 1 of x is equal to negative 4x over 3. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how to graph this one. So basically, you're just graphing two straight lines. Okay, so first of all, let's graph the blue line. The blue line, you know that the y-intercept is plus 0, so which means that your first point start from 0, 0. Okay, then you're going to go look at the, this is basically negative 3 over 4x, right? So which means that you have to go down 3 units because the numerator tells you to go up or down, and the denominator tells you to go left or right. Okay, so down 3, 1, 2, 3, and then to the right 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that will get you your second point. Now connect the dots. Draw a straight line connecting the dots. Okay, this blue line is g of x. Now let's work on the pink line. So we also know that this one is plus 0, so which means that you're starting your point at 0, 0. Okay, that's a y-intercept. And then now you're going to have to go down 4 units. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then to the right 3. So 1, 2, 3. So draw the point, connecting the dots. And this one is the inverse of g of x. So g to the negative 1 of x. Okay, so that's example 1. So let's look at the next example. All right, so let's rewrite the g of x to y. So y equal to negative 2x plus 5. Because it's inverse, you have to swap the position of x and y. So you have x equal to negative 2y plus 5. And now we can go ahead and isolate y, subtracting 5 on both sides. Okay, so you have x minus 5 equal to negative 2y. Now you're going to divide it by negative 2 on both sides. So now we can isolate the y. Y equal to, move the negative to the top. Okay, over 2. I'm going to distribute this negative, okay? So distribute this negative, and I'm going to rewrite this y as a function notation. So that will be g to the negative 1x is equal to negative x plus 5 over 2. Okay, So you can break this negative x plus 5 into two separate fractions. Okay. Okay, let's work on the first one, the original function. So we have the y-intercept, it's plus 5, so that means you have to go up 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that there comes your first point. Go up 5. And then you're gonna have to think of it, the leading coefficient is -2, right? This is your slope, so it's -2. Think of it as over 1. So that means you're going down 2, and go right 1. Okay? So here comes your point, second point, connecting the dots. So draw a straight line connecting dots. Here comes your g of x. Okay? Now you're gonna have to draw the pink line. So starting from the the y-intercept, 5 over 2 is basically 2.5. Okay, just do an estimate. So it's going to be up 2.5, so it's going to be somewhere right here. And then you're going to have to look at the slope is -1 over 2, so that means it's going to go down 1 and then right 2. Okay, so you're going to go down 1, it's going to be somewhere right here, and then right 2, it's going to be over here. Okay, you can just do an estimate. Okay, do not need to be super accurate on this. Just connecting the dots, draw a straight line. I know I'm not doing the best job on connecting those dots. And then just label that as g to -1 of x. Okay, so these are the two examples I'm showing you. So for the rest of the 6 problems, they're going to be very similar to this. And just go ahead and show me 2 lines on the xy axis. Okay, like before that, make sure you guys find the inverse of the function. Okay, that's it for chapter 10.4c. And then we're officially done with chapter 10. And then the next one is going to be chapter 11. Okay, so stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you guys soon.